Hey Nate, I just wanted to stop by to see if you had a chance to work on any of that training that we talked about earlier in the year concerning the privacy audit.
Hey Karen, thanks for swinging by. Hey, you know, I remember from our first meeting, I wrote down some notes. We were going to talk about screensavers, shredding documents, keeping member information private. But can you just give me the highlights and I'll make sure that I get everything addressed?
Sure. You know, I took some notes during our first meeting and I just happen to have those here with me. Some of the items that we had talked about that we felt like was really important that we need to impress on them are things such as we need to make sure that we're putting all of our documents that need to be shredded into our blue bins and then putting them into the bigger bins each and every night. That passwords, they should be taped up on the walls, left on the computers, and they need to be something that's got some teeth into them. They shouldn't be things such as WEOKIE, WEOKIE 1 or 1, 2, 3, and 4. Notary books, they also expose an awful lot of private information, and previously we handed out blinders for the notary books, so we need to make sure that those are being used by every notary. Work areas, they need to be free of personal information. Those need to be cleaned out of our work areas each and every night. And not only does that project a professional image, that just really helps to ensure member privacy.
Okay, wow, that sounds interesting. Hey, does it matter how we get the message across? Can we do online testing? Can we do in-branch training? Maybe an instructional webinar? Can we do maybe a video? Would any of those work?
Yeah, all of those. Those sound really good, as long as we get something done this year.
Okay, let's do a video then. Hey, Karen, would you mind if we put a little bit of background music to it? Just to kind of jazz things up a little bit?
I don't know.
Oh, it'll be super simple. I'll get it started, and then you can kind of just take over from there. It can go something like this.
Scrolling through the audit, member privacy is what came up. Gotta let the examiners know that we've addressed this stuff. Instead of testing and training, we'll do a video. So take 5 minutes and enjoy the show.
You've got 2 trash cans, one is black, one is blue. The black is for trash like tissues and wrappers that you've used. The blue is for documents that need to be shredded. Empty it each night before home you are headed. Absolute Data does shredding for us once a month. They do bulk shredding for us up inside their truck. This means if someone was to dig in WEOKIE trash, they couldn't access private information about members' cash.
Shredding like you're supposed to. 'Cause of you. Emptying blue bins like you know to. 'Cause of you. Protecting member privacy and their identity. Addressing the audit now. Privacy is getting talked about. Asking the WEOKIE staff to show examiners we know how to keep member info in a better place, even when we don't see the face. Now Karen's smiling down on us, saying everything's okay. And if we all watch this video, we won't have to test or train per the audit, audit, audit. Audit, audit, audit.
When at your desk someone asks you for a favor, go and help them out as long as you've got a screensaver.
Hey Sandy, can you unlock the new shred bin?
2 minutes or less is when your screensaver should kick in. Passwords are like keys in the form of special codes. Make sure they're not in a location that anyone else would know where they are or how to get their access. Or so simple, WEOKIE 1 gets them in their first guess. Password cheat sheets shouldn't be out on full display, on monitors on walls, under keyboards, or in your desk tray. They give access to sites with important information. Passwords should be in the right location.
Like with you, in your personal wallet, or with you, in your front pocket, or with you, for protecting member privacy and their identity. Addressing the audit now. Privacy is getting talked about. Asking the WEOKIE staff to show examiners we know how to keep member info in a better place, even when we don't see the face. Now Karen's smiling down on us, saying everything's okay. And if we all watch this video, we won't have to test or train per the audit, audit, audit. Audit, audit,
Notary
audit.
books also have important information like dates of birth, names, and other identification.
Be sure to use those blinders from risk management. Ask them for more if you don't know where yours went.
When the work is piled and the day is about to close, clean your work area so that nobody knows who was helped that day after you're gone.
It's time to clean up, Wheel of Fortune's coming home.
When at home with your spouse and you're making conversation, don't tell them you saw Jim from church at the central location. Instead, say something like, if you want to know the truth, more than anything, I'm just glad to be at home with you.
Solving puzzles on the couch with you. I'd like to buy a vowel pack with you. Watching that wheel spin round. And now the bonus round. We just addressed the audit now. Member privacy was talked about. Now the WEOKIE staff can show examiners we know how to keep member info in a better place, even when we don't see the face. Now Karen's smiling down on us and saying everything's okay. We just addressed the audit now. Member privacy was talked about. Now the WEOKIE staff can show examiners we know how to keep member info in a better place, even when we don't see the face. Now Karen's smiling down on us and saying everything's okay. We just addressed the audit now. Member privacy was talked about. Now the WEOKIE staff can show examiners we know how to keep member info in a better place, even when we don't see the face. Now Karen's smiling down on us and saying everything's okay.